even though a lot of new wine influencers, wine communicators are coming up, but very few on YouTube. Why do you think this is? Most of them, as I can see right now, are on Instagram, then on TikTok, and the least are on YouTube.
You have to understand the social media aspect. YouTube's what I do full time. I'm in it hardcore. TikTok gives the automatic dopamine hit where you could get a viral video and get a lot of reach and you feel like you're doing well. But if you look at a lot of TikTok accounts, I do social media full time, so I'm monitoring all this all the time. You see sometimes these big accounts, they had one viral video, so that boosts up their followers, so it looks impressive. But you look at their actual consistent content, they're really not getting that many views. They were just dependent on that one video. Instagram, unfortunately for me, I just take it for me personally. I'm also a wine dork, a wine consumer, reading content. For me personally, I don't look to Instagram for wine information. There's a couple people I trust, and there's a couple prestigious magazines I trust. That's actually what I'm going to look for in terms of high quality content. You see on Instagram a lot of times there is value in it, but a lot of times I'm friends with a lot of wine Instagrammers, so forth. You even look at the comments. Most of the comments are, I'm just being blunt here, are from other wine Instagrammers or maybe wine Instagram wannabes. YouTube is by far the most powerful. If you look at the actual what's in the comments, I know what my numbers are in terms of conversions of sales because I'm an affiliate with wine.com, that sort of thing. YouTube is the hardest because YouTube is the hardest platform by far. Take away shorts. YouTube Shorts copies TikTok, which can be similar. You can get traction relatively quickly, but if you want somebody to be engaged, there's something magical about most videos consumed on the phone. If you have to work to turn the phone horizontal and actually engage with the creator, that's something completely different. And YouTube is hard because you have to be great at so many things. You have to learn how to produce. You have to learn how to light. You have to learn how to tell a story. You have to learn how to hook. You have to learn how to rate great copy in terms of great titles, great descriptions. You have to learn how to make a great thumbnail. You have to be engaging. You have to learn how to make love to the camera so you don't look so static, because people can on photo-based platforms or short-form content, I think it's easy to fake inauthenticity. In long-form content, it's impossible to hide behind the camera. People know immediately, and that's why I've helped a lot of people actually get started on YouTube, and most people give up because they realize how difficult it is. And they don't realize the biggest YouTubers in the world, like Mr. Beast, for example, one of the biggest YouTubers in the world, he was making videos consistently for 7 years before he even had 1,000 subscribers.
Exactly.
Yeah, people are asking me now. People asking me now because now I'm starting to take traction. My channel's really on the cusp, but just starting to take off. But I said, look, I've been on the platform making content consistently in December, it'll be 8 years consistently without ever missing a week.
Yeah, I just watched your first video on the platform ever.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, I really liked it because even though you can see the evolution and the that you learned so much through the years, but I think already at the beginning, what you did perfectly was that you could feel that this is genuine, and you just it was like very relatable and very human, which is, as you just explained, very important on YouTube.
Yeah, thank you. I do appreciate that. Although I'm still nowhere near where I want to be. I love actually the whole process of learning. YouTube's a lot. I have a lot of Instagrammers actually come in and like, man, it's just a lot. It is. It's a ton. There's a lot of new skills that you have to learn. That's why it's so difficult. And I do think that I've always thought that somebody, because YouTube is the dominant video platform, if somebody can really win on YouTube, I'm talking really win, they can become quite impactful in terms of the wine industry, influencing trends. Yes, not maybe that in a different line of day, because it's going to be different. You can't aspire to be a Robert Parker, but I think somebody can really win in that space.
Yeah, totally agree. And it's very interesting that you explained, and I realized that it is true that you can feel that the YouTube views and the YouTube viewership is more, like, in quotes, valuable when you look at the comments on different in the wine industry, in different posts. On Instagram, it's all just hearts, emojis, I love it. But on YouTube, you can see a lot of like not just professionals, even beginners, but very serious comments. They are thinking about it, asking very interesting questions. It's just a lot more serious there.
It's long, I get paragraphs of comments sometimes. I have a couple of PR agencies that would follow me throughout the years, and as I've been changing, now they're coming back to me. They're like, "Wow, I can't believe the type of engagement and the type of consumer and the type of person that's watching the channel. I mean, it's really serious stuff. It is extremely different, I think, than every other, because I do other platforms as well. I did have a large Instagram account at one point. Unfortunately, got shut down by Instagram for reasons unknown, so I had to start over again. Facebook page, now Facebook is actually starting to push Facebook pages again. But so I'm dipping my toes in everything, although my focus is on YouTube because I believe it's the most powerful, it's the present and the future.
Totally, and we are also trying to do that and focus on YouTube, and that's my preference as well. So I totally agree. What happened on Instagram? I wanted to ask you this because it was very shocking for me when you had this situation with Instagram and shut down your account.
Oh, back it was like a year and a half ago. There was a big blip worldwide where a lot of people lost access to their accounts. People remember this was like November of 2022. Maybe it was last year. I can't, or maybe even it was a year before. I can't remember. Regardless, a lot of people I know even got locked out of their accounts. I got locked out and just never got mine back. I had friends actually that manage huge pages that are dedicated concierge with Meta try to help me out, and I just couldn't unlock the account. But on the flip side, I've actually enjoyed rebuilding an Instagram account, not because A, I'm not attached to it, I don't need to focus on it, but B, it's like people that really want to follow you. And I notice a lot since I don't focus at YouTube's the most powerful because when you start to get big on YouTube and if people are connected to you, they want to follow you in every single platform or platforms that they're active on. So that's been a lot of fun.
Of course. And it doesn't really work in the reverse. If you have
lots
of Instagram followers, it's very hard to convert. Extremely.
It's impossible. Nobody wants to go cross-platform. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Almost. I shouldn't say it's impossible. It's very difficult.
Thanks for watching this video. You can watch the full podcast episode by clicking here or watch another interesting video by clicking here. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section and see you in the next one.